Hey everyone, have I here, Breno, video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, we're going to be discussing the age-old question of how many Dragon Stones do I need for this upcoming anniversary, in this case, the 8-year anniversary. But for me to do that, I need to answer two other questions, is what are your chances, what are your probability, first and foremost, before you can formulate how many Dragon Stones you technically need. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. And I consistently get this question, right? I have 2,000 Dragon Stones. I have 700 Dragon Stones. Is that enough Dragon Stones? How many Dragon Stones do I need? Well, technically, you only need 5 Dragon Stones, right? You have 5 Dragon Stones, do a single, and you get extremely lucky and pull the brand new units. However, I'm going to be discussing more about multi-summons in this video than anything else. So first and foremost, let's talk about the value of the 8-year anniversary banners, which is typically the best banners you can summon off of, right? You have Worldwide Celebration, sometimes New Year's, things like that, but anniversary banners are generally the best, and there's no difference for the 8-year anniversary. The 8-year anniversary banners here are incredible. It's 10 featured units, and 7 of them, yes, count them, 7 are going to be LRs, right? And all of them are Dokkan Festival exclusive LRs, which makes them even more valuable. And on top of that, you also have a 3+1, buy 3 get 1 free. The funny thing about this 7 Dokkan Festival exclusive LRs that's on here is they could have just easily made it 8, and they could have removed like the GT Goku and the GT Vegeta. That would have made it even more uber powerful, amazing. But I guess we can just settle with 7 Dokkan Festival exclusive LRs on one banner. Now, when you're now taking a look at the chances of it, again, we're looking at multis, then we're going to talk about the 3+1. The thing that I'm not going to be talking about in this video is actually the opportunity for tickets on global. And generally speaking, we normally get buy 3 go 1 free and the tickets. You know, you do a multi-summon, you get 3 tickets. You do a rotation, you get 9 tickets, and then those all add up. I'm gonna go ahead and omit those, even though yes, there are freebies, they're added on to this, but we don't have the data download confirming tickets on the 8-year anniversary, and who knows, global might not get it. So, but generally speaking, we normally do, and I expect that to happen. But in this video here, we're just gonna be talking about the multis that we know that we're gonna get. So diving into this here, you do have a 5% chance per multi to pull any of the brand new units, and I think that's a key notion of it. Having a 10 featured, having the 5% chance, that's per multi. Yes, you have a 5% chance to pull a featured unit, but now you have 10 featured units, so you have like, what is it, like a 0.5% to pull on a single? So 0.5% to pull on a single, 5% chance to pull on a multi. Makes all the sense in the world. Now, once you start summoning more, right? Once you start summoning more, you have a higher probability because you're summoning more. Now, it's not additive. It's not, you don't multiply. Hey, you're gonna have 10% chance if you do 2, things of that nature. It's a more of a probability chance here. So when you start doing multiple multis, right, multiple rotations, the buy 3 go 1 free here, you're looking at a 55.16% chance. Basically, after 4 rotations, 16 summons, multi-summons, using 600 Dragon Stones. Now, the reason why I always start here is I always want to make sure you guys know when your probability chances is 50-50. In this case, is above 50-50, is 55%, so you know, better than a coin flip. But when you do 4 rotations, you're going to have a better than a coin flip chance, 600 Dragon Stones, for you to pull one of the brand new units. Now, that shoots up to about 70% when you do 2 more rotations and use 900 Dragon Stones. So 24 multis will get you a 69.97 or 70% chance there, which is a solid amount that you can say, okay, that's what I probably need to focus on. If I have to spend more than that, you might feel a little bit shafted at that point in time. And definitely, if you're going to be doing 36 multis and doing 1,350 Dragon Stones, you feel absolutely shafted when you have basically an 83.5% chance, probability chance of you pulling basically one of these brand new LRs. Now, the thing here is, I think it's important when you decide on like how many Dragon Stones do I need, or answer that question here, is what do you consider the better, you know, the chance that you are comfortable with? Is it just over a coin flip chance? If I have a 50% chance, then you say, hey, you need 600 Dragon Stones per banner. If you say 70% chance is a truer chance there, you basically need 900 dragon stones per banner on there. So I think anything above that, again, is going to go into that shaft level and that shaft feeling. Another way of looking at these banners is that high value, right? Is that high value portion of this. And when you say like the best units that you can pull on these banners, I think these are the best units. And when you're looking at this banner, of course, this Spirit Bomb GT unit I think is way better than the Spirit Bomb Z unit. However, the Spirit Bomb Z unit has a much better banner, right? Because in my opinion, there's 5 units that are like must have on the Spirit Bomb Z banner, and there's really only 2 that's must have on the GT banner here. And the reason why, right, I think Gamma 1 is incredibly good, where Gamma 2 is not like fully necessary. It's great to have Gamma 2. Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 is a great combination, but I think Gamma 1 is highly more worthy and more valuable when you're talking about summoning for a particular unit. I think Cooler is very valuable because technically, to me, he is the best leader for an extreme class team, which again makes him highly valuable on there. And then you have LR Gods, and then you have the upcoming Easy A Blue Vegito and Gogeta, right? Super high value. I was actually surprised when they Easy A these units, because I was like, well, they're just going to have separate banners on here if they're going to Easy A them. No, they have it in the main rotation here, and I think that's highly valuable there. Now, the reason why I don't have the Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Vegeta as like a must-have unit or the check marks on there, just because as of right now on global, they're not even a top 10 team. I think when Super Saiyan 4 LR Dokkan Festival exclusive Super Saiyan 4 Goku comes out, the Int one, it kind of revitalizes that team and that unit as well. But you can just go ahead and make that check mark if you want. When it comes to level of value per banner on there, I still think the slight advantage with the Z banner is definitely there. And then you also take a look at the worldwide celebration, upcoming celebration. You can easily say, well, if we get an Easy A to Super Vegito and Buhan, then these become highly valuable as well. You were absolutely right. If the Worldwide Celebration Easy A's these 2 units on here, you're going to be like, man, I wish I would have summoned on them on the 8-year anniversary banners. But as of right now, we don't know that, so I'm just going to leave them off at this point in time. So if I were to kind of sum it up here, I say, let's say the top 4 units that you want to summon for are these units. I just took Cooler out just because I was like, okay, who else can I take out? Let's go ahead and take out Cooler. These are the top 4 units. So if you have, or starting out the game, or you have an account that really doesn't have some of these units on here, the banner is going to be even more high value than the 8-year anniversary units. So with that in mind, when you start thinking about, okay, how many Dragon Stones do I need? It's a lot less when you're just trying to pick up one of these particular units on here. Of course, we're always targeting for the brand new unit. But in this case scenario, having 4 units that you're shooting for, your luck is going to be a lot better, because when you're looking at one multi, right, one single multi summon, you have an 18.3% chance on each of the banners to summon at least the top 4, one of the top 4 units. And I think that's very good, right? 18.3% chance. And when you stretch it out even further, you're looking at over a 55% chance, better than a coin flip after 1 rotation, right? After 1 rotation. After 2 rotations, you have 80% chance, and you have a 91% chance after 3 rotations. So very top tier chances on there. I say that 80% chances where you kind of go, okay, I'm gonna at least pull one of these units on there. So kind of combining those together, I think kind of the magic number here when you're looking at how many Dragon Stones you need, or what are your chances and things of that nature here, is when you're looking at like the buy 3 get 1 free for the Spirit Bomb GT and Spirit Bomb Z unit on here. I think 60% or 600 Dragon Stones to 900 Dragon Stones is the focus on there, and then kind of adding and discussing, okay, I'm gonna have a higher chance of pulling to the top 4 units on here. I really think you're looking at that 300 multiplier, right? So 3 times 3 on their 900. So I say anywhere between 1200 Dragon Stones and 1800 Dragon Stones is really what you're looking for to spend on both banners, right? So 600 on each at the minimum. That's going to give you a better than a coin flip chance, and then for the top 4 units, you're going to get much higher than that and have multiple opportunities to pull the top tier unit on there. And then at 1800 Dragonstones, you're in that 70% mark, right? So 70% mark, I really feel if you don't get it at that 70% probability mark, you're going to feel really, really shafted at that point in time. And it's going to be tough for you to continue on to summon. So I think that is kind of a good number to have to, again, just to get one copy. We're not trying to rainbow or anything like that. Is 1800 Dragonstones at or 1200 at minimum. 1800 should be a comfortable number for you. And then anything above and beyond that, that's where you're going to fight yourself and go, man, am I getting get shafted here? Because, you know, if I spent 1,350 Dragonstones, which would be about 2,700 Dragonstones total here, right? Total for you to then do 36 multis on each. And again, we're not even talking about the free tickets on there. You're going to feel really bad over 2,700 Dragonstones, 2,700 Dragonstones and the tickets, and you still haven't pulled one of the copies. I hope that doesn't happen to me. I hope none of that happens to anybody in the game. I want redemption from Super Boo, which I spent over 2,000 Dragonstones, and I did not get one copy of that unit on there. And again, I'm looking for that redemption on here. So again, how many Dragonstones do you need? About 1,200, 800 to feel comfortable. But of course, the more Dragonstones, the higher chances. But I hope someone singles that 5 Dragonstones, get that in YOLO. So definitely good luck to you in your summons here. And if you are new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning, and we'll catch you next time. Later.